This is News 3 Now at 6.
Moderna has applied for emergency use authorization of its coronavirus vaccine with the Food and Drug Administration. The pharmaceutical giant wants the agency to review data showing the vaccine is roughly 94% effective at preventing COVID-19 and 100% effective at preventing severe cases. One other company, Pfizer, has already applied for vaccine authorization with efficacy data similar to Moderna's. The FDA will review both applications with its advisory committee next month.
CVS and Walgreens are preparing to be among the first companies in the U.S. to give coronavirus vaccines if the FDA approves one for emergency use. Those vaccinations would take place in long-term care facilities, not in their retail stores. Advisors to the CDC will attend an emergency meeting tomorrow to vote on whether residents in those facilities should be among the first in the U.S. to get a vaccine. Well, we've heard the phrase all hands on deck a lot since the pandemic began.
About 4,000 Wisconsin students are getting the chance to contribute to that idea. Jamie Perez shows us how the trade-off works.
With the COVID vaccine on the horizon and cases continuing to overwhelm our hospitals,
we got a terrible situation in Wisconsin.
UW System Interim President Tommy Thompson offered a program to its 4,000 nursing students statewide. Help out in nursing homes and hospitals to aid with the pandemic in exchange for the learning experience and $500 in tuition credit.
It's been hard kind of sitting here, seeing everything on the news, how things are getting worse.
Kate Rowling is a senior nursing student at UW Madison. She's been waiting for the chance to do something to help.
I think the more hands that we have on deck to distribute these vaccines, the better.
Rebecca Esbenson also jumped at the opportunity, but not all nursing students did. Kelsey Wettig, a first-year nursing student with a chronic medical condition, feels the money is not worth the risk.
I know that funding is tight for the state and what they've been trying to do for COVID-19 efforts, but I feel that if nursing students are being asked to put themselves on the front lines, especially when in clinical, we're not even supposed to be working with COVID patients, that we deserve more than $500 off our tuition.
I think the experience outweighs any sort of payment that we could get. I mean, I would be doing this for free.
Students who are interested are waiting to be matched with an assignment and location from local hospitals and nursing homes. Thompson said the students will get paid on the job on top of the tuition break. He says the program will run as long as it's needed. Now, the students who said they were not interested in this program said they were never given specific details outlining what the job would entail, so they did not want to sign up for something that they were not 100% sure on. The students who are doing it anyways said that the experience alone is enough. For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
Tommy Thompson said the students will get to work as soon as they are matched with a place to start working. He said his main goal is to get the university involved in being part of the solution. And to weather now, December will start off chilly, but we do get some sunshine this week. Let's check your first warn forecast with meteorologist Chris Reese. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Charlotte. You nailed it. We will be cooler this week with plenty of sunshine. Temperatures right now are cooler than where they were 24 hours ago by about 5 to 10 degrees in most spots throughout south central Wisconsin. We made it to 31 today. Now that the skies are starting to clear out, we've seen our temperatures drop. Now at 25 in Madison, still at 28 in Janesville, Camp Douglas at 21. We're at 24 in the Dells. As long as skies clear, we will continue to watch those temperatures drop. Flurries are now turning off as the cloud cover starts to move away. This should all set the stage for a fairly chilly night for us. We're going to hang in the mid-20s for the next couple of hours before our overnight lows drop all the way into the low 20s and upper teens. But we have warmer temperatures coming tomorrow, and even though we're going to be cooler throughout the week, we should still be above average. Eric?
Chris, thank you. There are more than 2,600 new COVID-19 cases confirmed in Wisconsin. 96 people were hospitalized in the last day, and 16% of hospital beds in the state remain available. 10 more people have died of coronavirus complications. One of those deaths is a Madison high school student. Brady Mallory joins us with a story and how the school district is trying to offer support. Brady?
Well, in an email to students and families, East High School's principal says the student died unexpectedly over the Thanksgiving break. The district says everyone is heartbroken for the student's family and the MMSD community. The district is also saying the student was a wonderful young person, and the loss of a young life deeply impacts all of us. The district is focusing on giving students, families, and staff support through this difficult time. The high school has set up virtual meetings for this afternoon and tomorrow to provide support for with the grieving staff and students. A statement says this is the first student in the district to die of COVID-19.
Local medical experts are thanking hospital staff who gave up their Thanksgiving holiday so others could survive COVID. Now, despite having to make constant sacrifices, UW Chief Quality Officer Dr. Jeff Pothoff says they continue to step up. Now, hospital staff are concerned about the increase in cases on the way after people decided to travel for Thanksgiving.
We're going to get sick. Other people aren't going to be around for Christmas, or if they are, they're going to be hanging out with me here at UW Health. So, we're worried about it. Increased travel, people getting tired of this pandemic, that doesn't help us. That makes life more difficult.
He says hospital capacity is high, and there are still people who are severely ill. Despite news that a vaccine could be on its way, Dr. Pothoff urges people to continue to stay home and follow public health guidelines.
The Wisconsin Elections Commission has officially confirmed Joe Biden's victory in Wisconsin. The partial recount vote added slightly to his 20,600 vote margin over President Trump. The confirmation by the Elections Commission chair starts a 5-day window for President Trump to file a lawsuit, and he continues to allege without evidence that there was widespread fraud and illegal activity. His legal challenges have failed in other battleground states. Governor Evers also has signed off on Joe Biden's win in Wisconsin.
The recount actually gave the president a few dozen extra votes in Dane County, but far from enough to make a dent in Biden's 20,000 vote lead.
And evidence of voter fraud non-existent, according to the county clerk. Amy Reed, live at Monona Terrace, where Dane County finished up its work. Amy?
Tabulators spent more than a week here at Monona Terrace checking the results in Dane County. After going through thousands of votes, the results are largely unchanged.
It's on to cleanup at the Monona Terrace. Paperwork going back to the county clerk's office while the chairs that used to hold tabulators hang behind. Overall, Dane County Clerk Scott McDonald said the recount went well.
I think the people who were in this room, saw what they wanted to see, that the votes were counted correctly, that there wasn't anything unusual, but it's hard to keep pace with internet rumors and things like that. It's just one of the more difficult things of my job right now.
Those rumors could fuel the lawsuit the Trump campaign promised. The president tweeting over the weekend that one is coming. It will likely borrow from the arguments that started the recount, which aimed to throw out thousands of ballots cast during the in-person absentee window, and from those who say they're indefinitely confined.
I have faith in our judiciary that they will see through some of these objections to things like voting in person early, the 2 weeks before. How is that a problem?
McDonald sees the recount arguments as policy questions instead of legal ones. Any issues that came up on the floor here, he said, were resolved. And for those that still have more concerns, he suggested getting involved next time.
A lot of your questions will get answered, and you'll have a much better understanding of the checks and balances we have.
As for that lawsuit, we haven't heard from the Trump campaign yet. They have 5 business days to file.
Amy Reed, live at Monona Terrace. Amy, thank you. Coming up next at 6, students in Dodgeville are pushing back after the school board decided to delay extracurricular activities due to COVID-19. We'll hear from students who are trying to reverse that decision. Just ahead.
The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Hospital. Trusted care close to home.
Hey, Culligan. Got a water pitcher for the fam. Pretty safe, huh?
Well, basic water pitchers are passable, whereas a Culligan reverse osmosis system can reduce lead, arsenic, pesticide runoff.
It's not going fast enough. Just done with that.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we extend genuine value to our neighbors every day, especially during our Black Friday extended sale. Now through Wednesday, shop extended Black Friday deals throughout the store. Like half off this T-Fall cookware set. These men's Columbia fleeces, just $29.99. Save $100 on this Shark vacuum. And select dog treats and chews are buy one, get one free. Don't miss your last chance to get Black Friday bargains now through Wednesday at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Hospital. Trusted care close to home.
Welcome back. Dodgeville's school board will make a decision this week that will impact every student, parent, teacher, and coach in the district. It could mean keeping kids home for longer and keeping athletes out of the gym. Gabriella Becerra spoke with students in Dodgeville as they face what could be a very quiet winter.
Due to a rise in COVID-19 cases, the Dodgeville School Board decided all winter extracurricular activities would be delayed. Students want that decision reversed. Concerns from the Iowa County Health Department led the school board to shift to an all-virtual model in late October, which includes delaying any close contact activities. The school board president told me today, quote, "When the education of the students at school can be accomplished, then we are able to discuss the possibilities of co-curriculars. Students I spoke with are hoping the school board chooses to send them back into the classroom."
We distance as much as we can. We wear masks, and I feel like that's more of a safe place for us than other places that we could be when we're out of school or don't have sports.
Students say missing school and activities impacts their mental health. That's something they want the board to understand when they make future decisions. In Dodgeville, Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
The school board will make its decision on Thursday. Whatever board members decide will go into effect next Monday.
Be wary of those Cyber Monday deals. Now, just because something is on sale, it doesn't mean it's actually discounted. That is according to marketing professor Steve Knoll. He says there are some deals, but they are few and far between. He says the lower prices will show up next week. However, because of high demand and shipping concerns, this may not be the year to wait for that must-have item.
You find a product that you want, don't wait. Put it in your cart, check out right then and there, because by the time you click around and see if it's for sale somewhere else cheaper, you get back to your cart and it's out of stock, and now you've lost it.
Knoll says consumer confidence is up with news of a COVID vaccine on the horizon, and early results for Black Friday are that sales were up.
Still ahead at 6, a nonprofit that uses golf to teach life skills is expanding its services during the pandemic. We'll share how First Tee is stepping up to support students through the virtual learning process. And although things are chilly for the start of December, we can enjoy plenty of sunshine this week. Chris has your first warn forecast next.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $199. That's $199 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Get more home for the holidays now with the Brothers Maine Black Friday is Today sale. Shop online or safely in store to get up to 38% off and up to $2,000 back on qualifying GE Cafe and GE Profile appliances. Check out our Hot Point top load washer and dryer. Buy the pair and pay only $4.49 each. This is your Black Friday store for more, including free delivery. The Black Friday is Today sale. Hurry in today for more selection, more savings, and more home for the holidays from the Brothers Maine. Your local store for more since 1938.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues to help hardworking families attain homeownership. By providing financial coaching, homeowners can manage their mortgage and other finances while building stability for their family. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Value. 2 of those things for just $6. Chicken things for just $6. Oh, yay! Arby's, we have the meats.
If you're hearing a grinding or squealing when coming to a stop, it's time to have your brakes checked. Meineke's 23-point inspection will identify the problem and get them in working order. Stop in or make an appointment online today. Meineke, doing car care right.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
For years, area nonprofit First Tee has worked to teach underprivileged youth golf skills and life skills.
Adam Duxter shares why the COVID pandemic has them teaching in more ways than ever.
Today's curriculum will be aiming.
Nate Sabato is prepping for another day of golf inside the gym at the Eastside Community Center in Madison.
We teach them about the aiming line, all the parts of the club.
In years past, the program was strictly after school and based out of a number of area courses. But coronavirus has changed everything.
Due to COVID and what's out here, we couldn't take the kids and risk putting them out there.
But venue is not the only change. Across the hall, it's full-time Zoom learning for students now enrolled in virtual classes.
That made me feel nervous and kind of weird because you have to do school on a computer, and yeah.
Students like 9-year-old Antoine Haskins Graves.
It feels so different because you have to, like, PE. It's so weird because you got to take a ball, but I'm used to doing it at the actual school, but on a computer it's weird.
Which one you go for?
Sabato says he's seen the toll virtual schooling has had on the students he serves. Many of them already come from single-parent or low-income households. He says that's why First Tee is now an all-day program with Zoom help in the mornings and afternoons while kids are in class.
You see a kid get frustrated, throw a computer across the room, or slam it on a table, blast out because the teacher don't talk to them. There's nothing that's harming them, but in the same sense, it's affecting them.
And that's why this is so important.
Well, it's fun working with him because he keeps encouraging us and stuff.
So you want to go why back to why?
Sabato says now what the group really needs,
I'm going to show you the quick 1, 2, 3 setup,
is people like him who are willing to serve.
If you care and the kids see that you care, you'll be back. You're guaranteed to be back because you're going to know that you're making a difference in a young kid's life.
Well, Antoine has a message of his own.
If they want to come, if they have kids and if they want to bring their kids here, it'll be really fun, and I bet they'll make new friends.
Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Well, First Tee is open to kids up to the age of 18. For more information about First Tee and its programs, visit channel3000.com. And News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of First Tee and will be hosting a special televised event to help First Tee raise money on Giving Tuesday tomorrow. And you can watch on TVW at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. Donations can be made all day long over the phone or online using the link at channel3000.com.
A colder start to December tomorrow, but the sunshine will return. Here's Chris Reese with your first warn forecast.
Charlotte, we have been watching a storm system over the eastern part of the country and parts of the Ohio Valley all day today. This has been a well-advertised storm system. I talked about it all of last week and through the weekend as well. This is bringing accumulating snows to parts of the country that have not seen that in years. Get this, snowflakes fell as far south as Birmingham, Alabama today. They had some of the flurries. We had some of those flurries as well. Now, right now, we're starting to see that cloud cover move away as the storm system slowly begins to work its way towards the east. It's high pressure, though, back towards the north and west. That's going to help set things up for a cold night. The storm system towards the east tapped into that colder air that is now right here on top of us. We're still seeing our winds out of the north right now. At least a couple of flurries are showing up on radar, but most of that is towards the east Dane County, and that flurry activity is really associated with the storm system that I just spent some time telling you about. But for now, as you work your way over towards Watertown, Lake Mills, closer towards Waukesha, that is where you may find the flurry activity. For us here in Madison, a beautiful shot of our capital, as always photogenic. 25 is our temperature. We still have at least a little bit of cloud cover out there, but in time, as we go through the rest of tonight and into the evening, that's when I expect this cloud cover to go by the wayside. The skies are clearing towards the north and west. That's where temperatures are already much lower. 21 for both Camp Douglas and Viroqua. Lone Rock coming in at 26 right now. Let's take you hour by hour through the overnight. This is now 7:30 tomorrow morning. Temperatures are down around 20 at this point. You work your way towards the north and west. That's where we have the better chance for temperatures to be into the teens. It's showing you an overnight low of 12 in Black River Falls. We know how it goes. Black River Falls is always a common cold spot. But with the sunshine around tomorrow, I actually expect those temperatures to be a bit warmer than where we saw them today. Today's high was right around 31. Tomorrow, I'm expecting those highs into the mid-30s, right around 36 or so. A couple of clouds will stream in into tomorrow night and early Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning's lows will be into the low 20s, but by Wednesday afternoon, we'll actually see those temperatures warming up into the low 40s. Let's talk about the upper air pattern and what's going on. Here's that shot of cooler air that we're going to see right now. Now, I've mentioned that Wednesday, we're going to be into the low 40s. Don't get used to that. Another shot of some cooler air comes in just to keep us humble and remind us that it's the first week of December, right into your Thursday. But there's the warmer air developing just back towards the north and west. That arrives briefly on Saturday. A little cold shot for Sunday and Monday, but towards the middle of next week, odds favor us seeing warmer temperatures than normal, especially throughout the northern half of the country. Cooler than normal temperatures across the south, but also dry through the start of December as well. 37, your high on Thursday after 42 on Wednesday. We're back in 40 on Saturday, and then you see those couple of cooler days for Sunday and Monday, but then we return to the 40s for the middle part of next week.
And coming up in sports, the Badger men did something they haven't done since going back-to-back to Final Fours. Just how high UW climbed in the latest rankings. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Upland Hills Health has evolved through generations. We've never worked harder to bring you the best facility, the best providers, and the best technology to care for you. We've ranked among the top 100 critical access hospitals for 6 years, and now, in 2020, we're in the top 20 in the U.S. This is based on 50 indicators and 8 pillars of performance. Why is this important? Because when you're hurt or in pain, or ready to bring a new life into the world, you'll get the very best care here at Upland Hills Health in Dodgeville.
It's here, Black Friday every day at Menards. These amazing deals last through December 6th. Relax in style with this heated massage rocker recliner. Only $249.99. Stay warm this winter with this 54-inch electric fireplace. It can fit up to a 65-inch TV. On sale for $179.99. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
Golden Cars is having a huge winter sale. Don't miss out on Dodge Grand Caravans well-equipped starting at $11,995 or $185 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2017 Dodge Grand Caravan starting at $11,995 or $185 per month.
Golden Cars is family owned and operated for over 50 years.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin. GobinCars.com.
Hi folks, Tuesday marks an unofficial start to the season of giving.
We'll share multiple ways you can make a difference on Giving Tuesday with just a few dollars or moments of your time. We'll see you Tuesday on News 3 Now this morning.
Two big wins this start the season, and some losses by teams ranked ahead of them have Greg Gard's squad climbing near the top spot in the country in the latest AP poll. The Badgers jumped up 3 spots to sit 4th in the rankings behind only Gonzaga, Baylor, and Iowa. Wisconsin is one of 3 Big Ten teams ranked in the top 5, and with Michigan State number 8, the conference has 4 in the top 10. The ranking is UW's highest since they were number 3 in the 2014-15 season. Now that year, Frank Kaminsky was at Wisconsin. Now the former Badger is a King. Frank the Tank officially signed a 1-year deal with Sacramento. Kaminsky was drafted 9th overall by the Hornets in 2015 and spent 4 years in Charlotte before averaging just under 10 points and 4.5 rebounds last season with the Suns. The Wisconsin defense will face its toughest challenge this season with Indiana, its high-powered offense, coming to Camp Randall on Saturday. Now, the Hoosiers will be without their starting QB, Michael Penix, who tore his ACL in their win over Maryland. But that doesn't mean the Badgers are off the hook. The challenge for them now is figuring out who Jack Tuttle is and what he does well. Only problem, there's not a lot of tape of him for Paul Chryst to watch.
When you don't have as much film, it makes it a little bit more challenging, and yet you see enough and you know what they're trying to do offensively.
Obviously, with Penix out, we're going to have to prepare for Tuttle to play. So we're going to try and see what we think might be different with the offense with him in the game. But overall, they got a bunch of great athletes.
In women's hockey, it's usually Wisconsin and Minnesota and then everybody else. The 2 programs have combined for 15 WCHA playoff championships and 11 national titles. And Friday, the 2 renew their border battle rivalry. The top-ranked Badgers head north to take on the 3rd-ranked Gophers in yet another early test for Mark Johnson's team. And yeah, last week was fun, but there's just something about Minnesota that gets Wisconsin fired up to skate.
Anytime you get to play the Gophers, it's a very exciting time, and I think this early on, I think that for us, we're really excited.
There'll be times where we look really good. There'll be other times where Minnesota's taking it to us, and during those times when things aren't going well, how are you going to adjust to them? How are your players react to them?
2 good teams and 2 teams that don't like each other, too.
Yeah, that's another border war. Zach, thank you. Let's go to Chris. Final check of the forecast.
Sunshine sticks around as we open up December. Temperatures right around average for the first day, with a high of 36 degrees, back above average, though, for the most part, beyond that. 42 on Wednesday. We are in the 30s for Thursday and Friday. A shot at 40 for the weekend, but it's next week as we begin to really settle in that we'll see those highs in the low 40s.
All right, Chris, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.